Hi everyone, I'm Monique Denaw with MD Consulting. Today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about onboarding. Now, this is really an important topic, especially right now with the situations that are happening in the workplace with finding employees, keeping them happy. So I've put together a checklist of information that I've compiled from many clients that I've been coaching and all the different things that they are including in their onboarding program. Now, I've put together this checklist and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and walk through just a couple of important pieces of information with you and hope that this will help you to improve your own onboarding program. Now, I'll only go through a couple with you here, but what you'll see is part of a checklist, and this checklist is available to you on my website in the media section of the website. So click on the tab that says media, and you can get to this checklist, which is called New Employee Onboarding Checklist. You can also obtain it simply by just emailing me at monique@mdconsultingglobal.com, and I will be very happy to send it to you. So let's look at a couple of things here. Now, the first three are all typical pieces that are included in an onboarding program. This really stems from HR. Making sure all policies and procedures are addressed, making sure employees have their equipment and logins, and providing a broad company orientation. Now, these things are typical. The following parts of this list are things that might not be so typical in a program. And these are things like schedule shadowing for a new hire, so that they can meet other people in the department. Once they meet other people, have them do what we call a teach back to the rest of the team. So this is them putting together a brief presentation, even if it's only 5 minutes, to teach the rest of the team what they learned when they shadowed these people in other departments. It really helps the new employee polish up on their presentation skills. It helps them learn the skill of teaching and training, and it provides valuable information to the rest of their team who may not have ever shadowed anyone in the department before. Make sure that you are providing the employee with all the internal links to resources and information. Conduct a team orientation to make sure that they get to know all of their teammates, and have them schedule one-to-ones with those teammates. Also have them schedule one-to-ones with clients and project stakeholders. Now, this is really getting in depth into onboarding, because many companies think onboarding lasts for 1 or 2 days. And once the HR procedures and policies are disseminated to the new employee, onboarding is over and they're out on their own. That is a really good way to lose a person within the first 30 days. So you need to include these things, these shadowing opportunities, these one-to-ones, the teach backs, to really get the new employee engaged. You need to assign a team buddy to the new person so that the new person won't always be coming to you as the leader. This way you are also delegating, because the team buddy is now going to be assisting the new hire. A 30, 60, 90-day plan is ideal if possible. You need to really look at goals, what you want them to achieve within those first 90 days. So I am recommending that onboarding actually lasts 90 days. It does not and should not end after just a few days or even after a week. 90 days is the onboarding plan. That's the mindset that you need to have. And you need to create a rough version of a 30, 60, 90-day plan. And then when the employee comes on board, it becomes collaborative. the both of you collaborate as to what else goes into that plan. You also need to initiate career conversations within the first 90 days. You need to understand what their career goals are and begin talking about that. And then after that, career conversations really should be happening at least quarterly. Continuous communication, feedback, and recognition. This is really important during that 90 days. Employees usually, when they're new to the job, they're terrified that they're not living up to expectations and that they may not make it past the 90 days, that they might be terminated. So you as a leader need to give continuous feedback about how they are doing so that they understand where they stand with you. And that involves clearly stating all expectations. Now, virtual onboarding is conducted pretty much the same way as in-person onboarding. It's the same content, except you want to include more information about virtual protocol, what your rules and guidelines are for working with internal and external people regarding virtual meetings or sessions, virtual best practices, any resources you can give them about remote work, work-life balance, things like that. That should all be happening if you have any type of hybrid or virtual work situation. And then lastly, you want to measure the success of the onboarding program, and you do that in a number of ways. You want to conduct periodic surveys to measure the onboarding. You want to gather retention statistics to make sure that people are staying or are they leaving because of the onboarding program. And you want to gather also verbal feedback about the onboarding program from the new hire. And you want to do this during the one-to-ones that you're having with that person so that you are constantly able to improve your onboarding program. So that's the checklist I put together, and I would really love to give it out to anyone who wants it, because onboarding is something that's very, very important. A company spends a lot of money to attract, interview, and hire new employees, and it's a waste of money if they leave within the first 90 days. So you really want to entice them by creating an onboarding program that will help them and that will help them learn, help them grow with the company. So if you have any questions about this, or again, if you want the checklist, I'm happy to send it to you. Just email me at Monique@mdconsultingglobal.com. Thanks and have a good day.